I told my husband that I wanted to start the first Chinese newspaper in the Pacific Northwest. And my husband was really worried because if I can't make it, we will lose a lot of money. So I told my friends, this is what I want to do, and they were very surprised. In fact, they were saying that, well, what if you fail? And it was interesting, when they mentioned the word failure, it didn't affect me. In fact, it made me more determined to do it because no one else had done it, and I thought I will have a chance.
Taking that chance was a blessing. For the past 35 years, the Seattle Chinese Post, the Northwest Asian Weekly, and Asunta Ing have chronicled the lives and events that shaped the API communities of the Pacific Northwest. The newspapers have become a powerful force in the pursuit of social justice and a place for our stories to be told. As an international student who graduated from the University of Washington, Asunta became a teacher but was drawn back to her community. Asunta recognized that Seattle's International District was suffering from a dearth of Chinese-language news and information. In 1982, News in Seattle's Chinatown was a bulletin board on the corner of 7th and King Street.
When we started, it was just the Chinese immigrant community. So we evolve and expand to American-born Chinese, and then later other groups of Asians. And just week after week, when people approach us, can you do this? Can you cover this? And we want to show, especially the elected officials, mainstream elected officials, we have the media presence, so they would not dare to do anything against the community or not working with the community, because in black and white, you cover our event, our meeting with them. So we become not so much a weapon, but a tool for the Asian community.
It was clear from the beginning that the Northwest Asian Weekly was much more than a newspaper. It was an instrument that held up and honored all of our API communities to be celebrated as one, with real political power. It showed the world who we are and gave us a voice.
Well, when you think about a traditional role that a newspaper might play, it's a forum and it's an outlet for opinions, views, ideas. We're all shaped by the news that we read every single day. And the fact that there would be an outlet that just focuses on the news in our community, I think is a conscious way to empower and to build connections between people. So you might read the Northwest Asian Weekly and live in Bellevue, or you might live in the inner city in Seattle, but it becomes the common forum where you can exchange ideas and you know what's going on.
So many of our mainstream media outlets actually look to the Northwest Asian Weekly to find out what is going on in our community.
You know, the role that it played was to report the news from our perspective. It covered news that no mainstream corporate media would cover. That's why newspapers such as Northwest Asian Weekly is very much needed.
Typically, culturally, we're very not out there, naturally. We're shy, and we often, our people are often scared and think that they don't have a place out there. But people like Asunta brings us out, and then lets other people know who we are.
Every week for 35 years, Asunta and her crew have put out the news of record for the Asian community. A truly incredible feat. They've been through good times and bad and never missed a beat. During all those years and all those issues, you'd think there might have been a time Asunta wanted to give up.
There isn't. Isn't that amazing? In the past 35 years, there were few occasions that I was very discouraged. For instance, after the first year, I realized that I'm not meeting the revenue goal. I wasn't able to raise the subscription goal that I wanted, because Seattle Chinese Post is pay subscription. And I wasn't able to hire the person I want to hire. And I was constantly sick, I mean physically sick. And so one day I broke down and I cried. I just cried so bad. But I remember, I didn't say the word quit. I remember I said, why does it have to be so hard? I was crying. But I didn't say the word quit. I'm very grateful. Thank you for making our dreams fulfilled. We are very blessed for giving us this opportunity and give. So I'm just immensely grateful.